I hit record and then my phone is telling me it's low in battery. So let's hope that it keeps up because I really want to record this video today. In today's video, I want to talk about the glazed donut nails that Hailey Bieber wore to the Met Gala. I had no idea about this manicure, guys, until April on Instagram forwarded me a post, or OPI's post of Hailey's manicure, and I freaking loved it. It's so beautiful. As you all know, I love white manicures throughout the entire year, really, but especially during summer. I think they look really cool, very fresh, super crisp and beautiful. Ignore this nail. I've been playing around a lot, as you can see. Once April sent me that post, I wanted to play with different combinations and see what combinations I could put together that can give me a similar look. Now, it's not going to be identical because, and I went onto the Nail Tech's Instagram page because I'm a stalker like that. She used a bunch of gel products. So she used a gel base coat. She used the Funny Bunny in gel formula. I actually went out to get Funny Bunny, so I have April to blame for this as well. This is a milky white polish. It's not a full-on cream. Let's say like oh, I don't know if I have a white cream. I do have this one right here, actually, which is a French tip from Orally. This one's just a little bit more milky and a little bit more transparent. But they used the gel version. They also used, obviously, their gel shiny top coat. What created the really nice effect was this chrome powder, which I do not have, and it's the Chrome Effects in Tin Man Can. So what I wanted to do instead is come up with some combinations only using nail polishes because I don't ever do any gel manicures, and I pulled out a bunch of polishes that I think can work to create this mani. Now, it's not going to be identical to the manicure that the Nail Tech did because I don't have the gel polishes, number one. I don't have the chrome powder, but anything that can give us a similar look. So if you guys have anything that's similar, maybe you've tried a manicure, leave your combinations down below. So let me get into the polishes, and I'm going to start off with the shimmers first. These two specifically are frost finish polishes. I know these are not super popular. The finish in general is not super popular in the nail polish world because you get the brush strokes. But I learned a while ago from Just Face 90. She posted a video on how to apply a frost polish. I found that to be super helpful, so I'll link that video down below. So what I did this time around is added 2 coats of the polishes and then sponged on the last application. That's her tip, is to sponge on the last application. So anyways, picked up these two, one of which is from OPI, and this is called Kyoto Pearl. And it's so beautiful. I talked about in the winter that I wanted to buy some frost white polishes, so I'm really happy to have these now. This is called Frost Comes Love. And this is from Sally Hansen. So let me show them side by side here so you guys can see that. Both super beautiful. And then I also thought to bring out something with a little bit more of a sparkle, because on Hailey's nail, it doesn't just look like a flat white, like it has a little bit more reflex. Now, she used a powder, right, which is super fine, but there's a little bit of a reflex in there. So I figured I could try a Happy Anniversary as well in this manicure, and I love this polish. I talked about it during winter. I'm obsessed with it. I wore it a ton as a solid manicure combined with other polishes, as pedicures. It's just such a beautiful glass fleck white. And this one doesn't leave the brush strokes because the particles are larger than Kyoto. Let me show you. So beautiful. I freaking love that polish. Now, let me talk about the milky white polishes. These two I already own and I already love. I've talked about these in the past, but let me talk about this one because this one's new to me. This is Funny Bunny. And I think the formula of the regular polish from a Funny Bunny compared to the gel version that the Nail Tech used in the video, it has to be different because the gel version seems more transparent. Like it's almost a wash of white, to where one coat of this, it covers the nail very well. I mean, there's still some transparency, but I tried playing around with it and adding a very thin coat just to get a wash of this, and it leaves it a little bit more streaky, to where with hers it's just more transparent. And I think the key to this manicure is to have a very transparent white where you can visibly see the nail line, and then just a little shimmer or whatever particle, right, to add that little reflex on the nail. That's the key for this really beautiful manicure. So anyways, Funny Bunny from OPI. And then I also have a Marshmallow. I love this polish. I finished a little mini, became obsessed with it, and then bought the full size that I freaking love it. So here's a comparison of the two. Marshmallow almost looks slightly beigey next to Funny Bunny, but it's a milky white. And then this one, which is probably my favorite combination that I use to recreate the donut glazed nails, is this one. This is Glazed. Lace is more from Essie. Now here it looks slightly bit blush, and it is. This one, when you wear it by itself though, and you layer it at 3 coats, it ends up looking white on the nails. It doesn't look pink on the nails. Super, super beautiful. But here you can see the tone of blush. The reason why this is my favorite, is because this is the one that I was able to only apply 1 coat, and it was super sheer on my nail, but it was a very even application, an easier application, even more so than Funny Bunny, just an FYI. And I think the reason for that is because it has a little shimmer that is not as visible on the nails. You can kind of see it here and there, but it's such a delicate touch. It's just such a good polish. It gives me such an even application at 1 coat. Let me see. This is 1 coat. It's super even. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to see the tip of my nail, because once I layer the sparkle and stuff, I still wanted to see the tip of my nail. And I think that was my struggle in trying to recreate this manicure, is getting enough of the sparkle, but while still seeing the nail line, right? When it comes to milky white polishes, I usually like to use 2 milky white base coats to help even the nails and cover the tip of the nail a little bit more. So for that, I usually use a Seche Ridge Filler. It's tinted white, and then this milky white base from Orly, which is the Nail Armor. And these are really great whenever I'm using this type of polish on its own. For this particular manicure though, because the goal is still to be able to see the tip of the nail, I opted out of these base coats. So let me get into the combinations that I did do. Starting off with the base coat, I went with a clear base, and the one that I'm using here is from LA Colors. This is their Grow something, Mega Grow. I found this at the Dollar Tree, but any clear base coat will work. And then I went in with 1 super thin coat of Funny Bunny, as thin as I could get it on my nail without it covering the tip of my nail too much and without it looking streaky. And let me tell you, it is easier said than done. It was a bit of a tricky application. I did try to take my time there, and I feel like the gel version of Funny Bunny is definitely more transparent. Based on the tutorial of the nail tech, it looks more transparent than the regular nail polish version. But you know, I got it on my nails. There were a little bit of streaks, but with all the layering we're going to be doing, you're not going to be able to see it in the end. The next step is to pick up Kyoto Pearl, also from OPI, and again add a very thin layer of Kyoto. I don't want to cover the tip of the nail. That's where it was tricky for me, is knowing how much to apply so that I wouldn't cover the nail too much, because I still want to see the tip of the nail in the end. So 1 super thin coat of Kyoto, and the last step is to sponge Kyoto on a very thin layer of this, and then seal everything in with a top coat. all I'm doing is sponging on Happy Anniversary, also from OPI, over top of the nails. I just wanted to show you a manicure without Happy Anniversary and one with Anniversary layered over the previous two polishes, because I think it looks different. It still gives me the glazed donut look on the nails. It just sparkles a little bit more. I just love Happy Anniversary. I think it's so beautiful. And actually sponging it on, I noticed that it has some of the silvers are not just white, some of them are a little bit more silvery white, which I thought was so beautiful. So here I'm doing some cleanup, guys. Take just some advice from me. If you have latex barrier to do, you know, please apply it, because it makes cleanup so much better. Happy Anniversary is super beautiful, but the little particles do stick to the skin terribly, so it makes cleanup a bit of torture. And here it is. I freaking love how it looks with Happy Anniversary. Now, it did cover the nail a little bit more than I wanted to, but does it look glazed? Absolutely. I think it looks so beautiful, very reflective, actually more reflective in person than what I see here in video format, unfortunately, but it's still really great. The last combination, I am using Less is More. 1 thin coat of this is honestly more than enough. This is such a great white that has a drop of red in it, so it makes it slightly bit blushed, but once layered at 3 coats, this polish, it ends up looking white on the nails. It does not end up looking like a blush pink. What I like about this one is that I can add 1 thin coat and it's super even, and I can still see the tip of my nail. And then I went in with a thin coat of Kyoto Pearl. Similar combination, just the base is slightly different. And I think it looks really beautiful. And once again, to finish this off, I just sponged a super thin layer of Happy Anniversary. And let me tell you, this is my favorite combination of them all, because this is where I see the tip of the nail more than even with Funny Bunny. I think it's just amazing. I freaking love it so much. Let me know if you guys are as mesmerized over the glazed donut nails as I am. I just got super excited. And then I think one of the pictures that April sent me from OPI's Instagram page was someone applying Kyoto over top of a purple. I mean, imagine the endless possibilities. You can sponge this over top of a pink, a yellow, the purple, the blue. It doesn't matter, and you're gonna get a glazed donut effect, which is super cool. So really excited to play around a little bit more. I had even brought out some pigments here, but I got to play with them a little bit. Maybe I'll put in some clips here somewhere. And it gave me a little bit of a sheeny look, but it doesn't glisten as much as I wanted it to. I think because I just really love Happy Anniversary. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I want to say a special thank you to April, because she is the whole reason why I made this video. She totally inspired me to pull things together. So thank you, April. I really appreciate it. Her and I are doing a twin mani this Friday. I am very much excited. And the last manicure that you guys saw me doing, that's the manicure that I'm going to be wearing. So it's going to be with Less is More. And then I'm going to sponge on Kyoto. This is Happy Anniversary, sorry. This is Kyoto. And then Happy Anniversary sponged over it. I'm so excited for that mani. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.